God, I need money to save my startups. All those VCs are asking for too much and I can't find them, I can't reach them, they're hard to obtain. Please guide me. Wait, but this video is about an angel network. There will come a time when you need an investment. But let's talk about whether you need an angel investor or not. Wait. This whole thing worked? Let me try something else. God, I need subscribers to save my channel. Please help me. Did you see that? Thanks. Can I work now? Yes, please proceed. Okay, so my first question to you is, do you really need an angel investor? Yeah. Okay, here's my question. What is your current progress in your company? Based on the answer to this question, I'll tell you whether you need an angel investor or not, based on my professional recommendation. My name is Alanani. I'm an entrepreneurship consultant in Zurich, and I helped a lot of clients over the years raise a lot of funds. And for that to happen, they need to know when is the perfect time to raise investments. So let's try to play this game. Yeah, we have a strong idea of a startup. Okay, if you say that, I would not recommend that you find an angel investor, simply because it's just unfair for you and for the investor. If I am an angel investor who someone told me that they had a business idea that is good, I wouldn't invest in them unless, of course, I really believe in this idea, but I'm not sure about the team or whether the market is going to accept it. So I will take a very big chunk of the company. So it's unfair for you if you get an investment at this stage. So my verdict, if you just have a project based on an idea or you're still at an ideation phase, skip the idea of an angel investor. You don't need it at the moment. You need to be working on a minimum viable product. Okay, we have a minimum viable product. We have an MVP. If you do have an MVP, okay, it's starting to look good. But again, I wouldn't say this is the sweet spot of raising investments in general. If you know someone, a friend or a family member who wants to come in as an angel investor, then that's okay. But if you're looking to get a proper angel investor outside of the knowledge or outside of your network, and you have a minimum viable product, then they will still take a good chunk of your company, because they have no idea. You have no idea whether the market is going to accept this product or not. So if you have to take this sort of investment from an angel right now, go for it, because you don't have the funds to actually create the MVP or to apply the MVP. But if you could start running it or start getting some of your savings or getting some revenue from customers you might be able to obtain, then go for that first and then raise funds afterwards. Oh, I know what you mean. So truth is, we were lying both those times. We're a company and we have traction, we have revenue, and we know our valuation. That's the sweet spot. Now, the best time to ask for an investment is when everything is clear on the books. At this level, when you say this sentence, there are financial analysts who can tell you, okay, based on your revenue and based on your projections, 5% of your company is equivalent to $10 million. And in that case, this is how much you should raise. It's straightforward. There are no arguments there that are that wide, like if you don't have revenue or if you don't have any traction. So this is the sweet spot. If you're able to obtain it, then focus on getting there. And once you get there, start getting investments if you want, only to accelerate the growth of your company. You don't really need an angel investor at any moment. You could just continue bootstrapping your company on your own. And for that, focus on just the target, which is building a company of value. All of that being said, I helped a client recently raise around $500,000 in pre-seed before they had traction whatsoever. And how I help them is through researching and connecting them with angel investors. Let me tell you the exact steps, because if you're interested to do that, you should do that in a smart way rather than a hard way. I had 4 simple steps of how I actually did that. First of all, I obtained a database. A lot of people sell databases online and they also just publish them for free. You could also create your own database, start researching VCs and angels that would be interested in investing in your company. That's also okay. It's just about time. If it's going to spare you time, then invest a few hundreds or 1,000 or whatever in such a database. So this is the first thing that I did. I looked for a database of VCs and angels who are specifically investing in their niche. So that was step one. Step two, I filtered them. Not all those are going to work out because some of them already raised funds for others and they're not looking to raise funds. So I would try to understand whether this exact company invested in a competitor or not, or they are they really willing to invest in this company? So if you can answer this question, you're able to filter through a lot of the entries. And once that happens, then you're done with the second step. Third thing is, I started to approach these people, these angel investors and VCs, through LinkedIn. Now, here it's a very tense environment because you don't want to be cold messaging, as in just sending them, hey, I have a product, come on, let's schedule a call right now. This is just terrible when you look at it. It just feels icky and it's a turn off. It's an instant turn off from the company. So I wouldn't advise you to do this cold calls or cold messages or cold emails that way whatsoever. It comes across as beggy and you don't want to do that. What I did was I understood each and every person, studied them very well, connected with them, and just talked about something in the industry. Like I have a lot of clients in the blockchain industry. Let's talk about sometimes. Are you currently raising funds? That's it, simple questions. I'm not telling them to start scheduling calls with me or whatever. I'm just asking normal questions about them. I'm looking at what they're posting, what they're interested in, and starting to connect with them as people. Some of them, I still connect with them until this moment, even though we had nothing, we didn't do any partnership whatsoever or any fundraisers. Then if they show interest or if they are saying they are raising funds, I would tell them just an elevator pitch of the client that I'm working on. Something like, I have this client who works in the blockchain of blah, blah, blah. That's it. If they're interested, they're gonna ask for okay, can you send me their pitch deck? I wanna look them out, I wanna check them out. And a few of them did that, and then we went into a meeting. And from there, the fourth thing, which is just patience, in just a couple of months, they raised this seed funding of $500,000. Now, it needed patience, it needed being smart, and it needed very good studying of approaching. How are you going to approach? Who are you going to approach? So this is my advice to you if you're looking to get into an angel network or raise funds. But finally, please remember that you don't really need an investor most of the time. That one of the, a few very healthy startups are bootstrapped till this moment. Just off the top of my head, Midjourney, a company that releases AI generative art, is crazy growing. They're not publishing their numbers, but they didn't receive strong funding from a VC or from an angel until this moment. And they're very exceptional in what they do because they're just focusing on the product. An investor could give you money. An angel investor, a VC can give you money. But if the market accepts your product, you're going to get a lot more money than you can ever dream of. Thank you for watching this video. If you can subscribe and like this video, I'd really appreciate it for the YouTube algorithm and so that I would tell you more about stories like that of companies that I helped raise funds for and companies that failed. All sorts of interesting business stories are my promise. Have a wonderful day.